Cancer, what is up, y'all? What's good? What's happening? What it do? It is time for your weekly check-in. Let's see what's going on with y'all in the 4th week of August. August week 4. Weekly check-ins are just a short, quick, general, energetic overview. If any of you need a personal reading, you can always go straight to my website, tarotwithrich.com. I have a link for my website right down here in the description of the video. All right. Okie dokie. Let's see what we can tell the Cancerian collective about their situation and the person they're dealing with in the 4th week of August. How's the energy looking for Cancer, universe? How's it looking? How's it looking? Boom, boom. Page of Pentacles. So are you kind of ignoring this person or maybe keeping them at an arm's distance? I know that may sound kind of weird, but this kind of feels to me like somebody trying to get your attention indirectly. And I mean, I've heard that a lot in my personal readings over the past couple of weeks. It feels to me like somebody trying to indirectly get your attention, you know, like posting things directed towards you, little shit like that, you know. And it almost kind of feels to me like, I don't know if you're intentionally just ignoring them on purpose, or for some of you, maybe it's not even hitting your radar. I don't know. But I'm feeling like this person's getting a little bit disappointed that they're not quite getting the reaction out of you that they're fishing for. Honestly, this is telling me the majority of you just don't want the damn drama. Just don't even want the damn drama. Maybe you've done this before. Maybe you've spun around in this circle and gone through this cycle a time or two already with this person, and you know it ain't nothing but drama. But I think that this person, it's like they're pretty confident in their ability to either manipulate you or get a reaction out of you or whatever. And when you put a stop to that, then that hits them with the reality of the fact that they're not as fucking important as they think they are. You know, some people get on that power trip. That's why they love being able to have emotional control over you. It's just to make them feel special. You know, it's just to make them feel like their existence is valid. They want to be able to get a reaction out of you just so they can feel like they make some kind of difference in someone's life. You know, get mad at me or something. Come on. Cuss me out or something. Call me an asshole. Do something to prove that I'm actually making a difference in your life. Something to prove that my existence actually makes some kind of difference. I don't care if it's a negative difference. You're making me feel fucking invisible here. You know? That type of energy I think it's starting to hit them. Starting to hit them. You don't have the power and the control that you thought you did. You know? So, okay. Some of you dealing with a Taurus. Could be a fellow Cancer for some of you. But I feel like that's your energy. Okay. Ooh. Are they going to try to throw a pity party at you? Is that what's going on here? They trying to throw a little pity party, and you know better than that, right? I think you know better than that. Or maybe there might be one or two of you. Let's just be honest about it. You just don't give a fuck anymore. I feel like there's a good one or two of you watching who you've already depleted yourself of everything. And it's just never enough. And it's to a point where it's like, I don't give a fuck anymore. I don't care. Oh, you about to go homeless? Tough titty, said the kitty. I'm not here. No. I've already done enough for you. I've already given enough. I've already drained myself dry. I've drained my bank account. I've drained my fucking heart, my emotions, my energy. I've extended everything that I have for you. And all you do is use me and take advantage of me. And I don't care. I don't care. Take your pity party somewhere else. That may not be all of you, but I feel like it's a couple of you. Because, man, them people be out there like that. Let's look at their truest, deepest feelings, energies, and intentions. Four of Pentacles. Yep, see, they're insecure. They're insecure. Yeah, and they're an emotional manipulator. An insecure emotional manipulator. And a liar. A sneaky, deceitful, backstabbing little fuckbag. So when you have somebody who is insecure and an emotional manipulator, what do insecure people normally try to do? They try to either make themselves feel better about themselves or cover up their insecurities. So if you have an emotional manipulator that's insecure about themselves, they're going to try to make themselves feel better about themselves, right? So all they really want is some energetic hooks in your heart center. Just makes them feel good. Makes them feel good. They don't care. Do you think they care when you go off on them and get mad at them? Do you think they really care? No. You're just draining and depleting your energy. You know, you're not going to make them feel guilty. You're not going to make them feel stupid. You're not going to make them rethink their life. You're making their fucking day when you go off on them like that. And I think a lot of you are starting to learn that now. Because you see it all the time, especially on the internet, dude. Good Christ, you see it on the internet. Oh, I can't scroll Facebook for 10, 15 minutes without seeing somebody going off on somebody because of what they put in their comment section. And it's like, you fucking dumb. You know you let them win, right? You know they're back there laughing their ass off. You are not making them feel bad. You're not embarrassing them. You're giving them exactly what the fuck they're looking for. They were trying to piss you off. They were trying to get under your skin. And you're going to make it public? And you're going to let everybody know about their existence? Oh, God, they just hit the lottery with you. You fucking dumb. What are you doing? So many people, you don't understand that when people are trying to poke at you, especially somebody that used to be a part of your life and used to have a lot of emotional control over you, and now they're no longer a part of your life. Oh, they want to make sure that they still take up a space in your head. They want to make sure that they still have some kind of influence over you. You know? So I don't think there's a whole lot that you don't know here. I don't think so. Let's see what the advice is. Now, let me say one more thing too. Let me get the cards back out here. Let's see. Okay, these three right here. This combination of cards right here. King of Cups reversed, Emperor reversed, Seven of Swords. This is all I need before I start flirting with the idea of whether or not we're dealing with a narcissist. I'm real careful about how I use that word. I don't use that word lightly. Have you ever noticed that usually the first people to yell the word narcissist are usually the actual narcissists 9 times out of 10? You ever notice that? If you just step back and observe and just be quiet and observe, 9 times out of 10, the person going around yelling, "This person's a narcissist," they're the actual narcissist. You ever notice that? Gotta be careful how and when you use that word. But that's the energetic combination that when I see that, I start thinking at least narcissistic. Maybe not a narcissist, but their energy is very narcissistic. It's getting up there to crossing that line, you know? All right. Well, any advice? Does that need advice? I don't think it does, but maybe there's some advice that you need. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see if anything wants to come through. Magician reverse. Monitor your vibration. Monitor your frequency. Hang on. Hey, man. Now, I feel like I already woke up a beast right now, because some of you know you're dealing with a narcissist, but especially if you're dealing with a narcissist. You know the best way to deal with a narcissist? Don't. Whatever you're thinking about doing, don't do it. Whatever you're thinking about saying, don't say it. Shh. There's only one way to deal with them, and that is to remain quiet and don't respond or react to anything that they do or say. If you can, unless you're in a situation where you have to deal with them, you know, then that's a different ballpark. That's a different ball game in a different ballpark. But for the majority of you, especially if you're dealing with somebody you're moving on from who's narcissistic, the best way to deal with it is to not. Shh, be quiet. It's hard. Oh, it's hard. Oh, it's hard. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard. But I don't care what they say. Don't respond. I don't care what rumors they go around and spread. Remain quiet. I don't care what they threaten you with. Be quiet. Because they're gonna pull it all out of their ass. They're gonna reach and fucking grab for anything that they can. Don't respond. Don't react. If they want to go spread a rumor about you, let them go spread it. If they're threatening to commit suicide, let them threaten that. They're gonna throw it all at you. Be quiet. Shh. Be quiet. It's hard, especially in the beginning. But if you can stand tall and stand strong, eventually the truth will come to light. Eventually. You stand tall, stand strong, walk in truth, walk in integrity. Even if everybody turns against you, which they may, that's fine. That's fine. Let them. Let them. If you can walk in truth and integrity and stay standing tall, the truth will come to light. It may not be right away, but it will. And then once that truth starts to come to light, the energy that you're casting will be sent back to you, and the energy that they are casting will be sent back to them. So you are going to raise up to the top of the mountain, and they're going to get buried under the rubble and the shit pile. So you're doing the right thing. Just be quiet. Quiet. It's not going to get you anywhere. This is the thing you have to understand about people like that, is that they do not seek to understand you. They do not seek to understand the truth. They do not seek logic. They do not seek a solution. So when somebody is not seeking a solution, they're not seeking logic, they're not seeking the truth, they're not seeking what's right, it doesn't matter what you say or do. They're going to twist it and bend it and twist it and bend it and cram it into their box, no matter what you say or do. No matter what you say or do. No matter what you say. Doesn't matter how stupid it makes them look. It doesn't matter how stupid it makes them look. They don't care. They don't care. This is what you have to understand. So, keep doing what you're doing, okay? All right, let's see what's due to come in next for the singles. What is due to come in next? For the singles, do. Ooh, Hierophant reverse, Judgment, Queen of Swords. Honestly, this kind of feels like there's several different options or opportunities available to you. And honestly, you know what this is telling me? This is telling me none of which you are interested in. That's what this is telling me. The options, the opportunities that are readily available right now in the current moment, you're not interested in. Some of you are even going as far as to say, I just want to take a break. I just want to take a break. I just want to be alone. I just want to be by myself, like nobody mess with me. Right? But, you know, and plus some of y'all still got your guard up. Ain't nothing wrong with that. It's okay. The way I see it is, if you got your guard up, that's the best thing to do, is just take a break. If you got that guard up. If you're not really, really ready to actually let that guard down and be vulnerable, I don't think you should even be out there in the dating world. You know? So, okay. Yeah, I think you know that you're going through a death process. You know that. And if any of you aren't familiar with the tarot, do not let the death card scare you. And I'm not saying it can't be negative. Like, unless somebody's asking a question about their health, then you don't want to see the fucking death card. But 9 times out of 10, it's a positive thing. It's the end of an old cycle and the beginning of a new cycle. You know, and I don't know about anybody else, but I think a lot of us are ready to move on to a new cycle, right? Especially the cycle of the last 2.5 years has been rough, right? I don't know about y'all, but 2023 and 2024 sucked ass here in my neck of the woods. And now the last half of 2025 is looking very nice, very, very nice. But regardless, I feel like a lot of you are either turning opportunities down because you're just not interested, or just taking a break altogether. But I do think there is one very particular individual who is interested in you. Some of you are aware of it. Some of you may not be. But it doesn't really look like it's going anywhere, honestly. Could be a Scorpio for some of you. Also have Taurus here. Okay, let's see. Well, hang on. What do I look at now? I guess let's see their energies and intentions. Whoever this main person is interested. What are their feelings, energies, and intentions? What are they wanting? Empress reversed. Ain't trying to settle down. They don't even know what they want. Man, don't waste my fucking time with that shit. You don't know what you want. I think they're still grieving the loss of a relationship with the 10 of Cups and the 5 of Pentacles. You know, so they're trying to fill a void. Trying to get out into the dating world when they're not even fucking ready. You know? And yeah, that's a good thing. It's a good thing that you're at a place where either A, you're not interested in this person, B, you're just taking a break altogether, or C, maybe some of you can feel that something isn't quite right with their intentions. You may not know what it is exactly, but you can feel that there's something there that doesn't quite feel right. So you're keeping them at an arm's distance because it doesn't feel right. You may not know what is it. I don't know what it is. Something about you that feels a little bit off, but no, this doesn't feel right. So you stay back. So I think that's probably a good thing. However, that's playing itself out. That's a good thing, because now I honestly don't have the cards here to say that this person is a bad person. You know, matter of fact, the King of Wands is in the upright. So in their mind, I don't think that they are trying to play games, but it doesn't matter if you're at that place in your vibrational journey where you don't even have the vibrational bandwidth to be fucking dating, then yeah, even if you do have the best intentions in the world in your own mind, if you're not ready to be dating, stay the fuck away, right? So, okay, well, let's just get the advice. I didn't expect that. That was strange. That was strange. I thought something totally different than that was going to come through. All right, what's the advice? Advice for the Cancerians. Ooh, what's this? What's this? Queen of Cups reversed. Boom, boom, and the devil. Well, there's nothing wrong with keeping your options open. Nothing wrong with that. Honestly, so if you have one or two choices, you can either just take a break and get yourself together, you know, or you can keep your options open, but this is what's so slippery about this energy. You don't want to attach yourself to anyone. So it's very challenging. It takes a really skilled energy worker to connect with people without attaching themselves, without having their guard up and their defenses up. How do you connect with somebody? Have your guard down, but not attach yourself to them. How do you do that? Most people don't know how to do that. If I want to prevent myself from getting attached to you, the only thing I know to do is put my guard up. If I either have my guard up and keep you out, or I let my guard down and get attached to you. What? There's an in-between? Yes, there is an in-between. Yes, there is. And I'm not going to say do or don't, but I will say monitor your vibration, monitor your frequency. Right now, I think you would honestly probably be better off taking a break than dating around with your guard up. You know, at least right now, for the time being. Now, for those of you who feel confident that you could walk that energetic path, hey, do what you do. This is just advice. You can take it or leave it. If you know what I'm talking about, because I know I got a lot of people that watch me that are very skilled energy workers, very amazing light workers, and very good manifestors, and are good, you know, energy workers and light workers and whatnot. And hey, if you know what I'm talking about and you're confident that you could walk that energy line, then hey, do what you do. But if you don't really know, well, then what's the difference? What do I do? How do I not attach myself to somebody but not have my guard up? How do I do that? If you're not at that point yet where that would make sense, I understand. That's a difficult concept. It's energetic balance. You got to be balanced energetically. Then it would probably, in the long run, you know, it would probably be in your best interest to just take a little break for the time being. Because what's going to happen is you're going to get out there, you're going to be mingling around with people, you got that guard up, and you don't know what that energy can accidentally manifest. You're walking a real slippery slope where it's real easy to accidentally create karma. Okay? So just take that information and do with it what you will. Okay? All right, y'all. I feel like those were the messages that my Cancerian friends needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget, Information for personal readings is all down here in the description, all right? I'm out of here now, y'all. I will see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity.